Hello, everybody! We are live with episode 19 of Mr. Ravenloft. I'm super excited, ready to get our spook on, ready to maybe eat some players. Well, their characters. I'm not a cannibal. I feel like I should. We're gonna go introduce ourselves. Starting with Ron, who is unfortunate. He is here with us today. That's why he doesn't have the back next week. He's just preoccupied at the moment with something that came up. And so he'll be joining us as soon as he is available. So we're going to skip down from our young, youthly, sprightly wizard boy who's about to be smothered by a Slithering Tracker and move on down to our resident prince, Mr. Magnus Deepshaft.
Hi, I'm D20 Coup de Grace. I'm playing Magnus Deepshaft. He is a Dwarven paladin, prince, of course.
Of course.
And I'm really hoping Ron's okay.
Sure, he'll be fine. He had that delicious concoction you made him last week of 2 eggs in a glass with a quarter cup of salt.
Should protect him.
Yeah, to protect him from all the demons. If he can keep it down and not drink for 3 days. But, I don't have a good transition from that. Speaking of demons, we got Nuggetosaurus.
Sure. Yep.
Alright.
Yeah, hi, I'm at Nuggetosaurus. I'm playing Ambara Vanastra, the divine soul sorceress who is about to commune with the Swamp Lady of the Swamp.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, it should be good.
Excellent, excellent. And of course, back with us this week. We missed him terribly last week, but he got his 14 hours of sleep and his chicken fried steak, and we have Mr. Elam D. Wood Jr.
Good evening, everybody. Yes, I am reprising the role of Elam D. Wood Jr. I was going to share a colorful anecdote about Elam's favorite grandma's home-baked cookies before the mill fell to vampires and I had to subdue their ghoul children. But I don't get to share that story today because apparently all hell's breaking loose. We got the blob or some shit, so we got to get in there and shoot something with a crossbow. So I can't tell my big story today, but I'm very glad to be here.
Excellent, excellent. And of course, Mr. Merrick Tenpenny.
Hi, yeah, I'm Deception Check. I'm playing Merrick Tenpenny, the not pirate or sailor or whatever it is, styled off of a monk. And yeah, I normally try and make some joke about things that Elam said, but that cookie just looks too damn good, and he's just eating it on the stream and not even sharing. And I'm just, maybe I can forget about it, but we'll try to help poor Ronnie boy. But I don't know. Magnus and I are having drinks in the tavern. We don't know what's going on, so I think we'll just toast to his health or his memory, one or the other.
Perfect, perfect. And so with that, I think we should do a little recap of what happened last week to get us in this lovely predicament our characters find themselves in. So they traveled up north from Moraes de Tarascon, which is, of course, where a zombie lord did a bunch of stuff, was raining blood and zombies, and they won, and they left. They traveled up the road. They met with a couple of shamans that were going down south to help the town below them as they had heard shit had gone down, and are now in Port de El Hur, which is the only other city in Souragne, basically. So they're having a little downtime. They went and bought some maps. Magnus, jealous of how much attention Elam's fantastic coat with buckles was getting, as buckles were all the rage currently in fashion, and he was getting many, many looks from men and women. He decided to make his own fashion and made a many-buttoned cloak, a coat of many buttons, and he's started a new fashion trend. It garnered a lot of attention. Meanwhile, Ron had the feeling of being constantly watched while he was reading some old books in the temple there. He borrowed one, brought it back to the inn, and when he went to be alone and go to the outhouse, he was attacked by a Slithering Tracker. Of course, it slithered away and hid before anyone else could see what was going on, and naturally assumed Ron was being possessed by demons again. Well, some of the party thinks that. Either way, they brought him upstairs. They told him everything was okay. He should probably just get some sleep. Poor, tired, young teenage boy. And Ambara said that she'd stay up and watch, as Elam was sleeping for 14 hours. Merrick and Magnus are downstairs in the pub, getting a few drinks. And Ambara had just made a connection through the weave to kind of try to figure out what's going on. She hadn't been able to do so for quite some time, and while that was happening, she's kind of in her own little trance. It slithered back in under the door, up the bunk bed, and is chilling on the top bunk with Ron. But before we resolve that, let's go and see how Merrick and Magnus are doing downstairs at the common room.
Okay.
Your lordship, can I get you another round?
Oh, I suppose so. I'm starting to feel a bit tipsy, though.
That's right. When you start drinking more, let's get something good. What's your poison today, sir?
What's the best stuff they have here? Get 5 of those.
All right, I'll be sure to use your current purse that time then, sir. So I'll get up and go over to the bartender. I'm looking for your best. What might it be?
The best. All right. And he kind of goes behind the counter. Shuffles around a couple things. You hear a couple bottles clinking together. He pulls out a slightly dusty bottle. It appears to be some kind of brandy.
That'll be fine. 5 glasses of your brandy.
All right. That'll be 2 gold.
Really? Just give me the bottle.
5 gold then.
Yeah, you got it there, sir.
Okay. He passes over the bottle of brandy and 2 glasses as he sees you're at a table with, somebody else. And slides it on over.
I'll grab the 2 glasses and the 5 gold bottle of brandy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll walk over to Magnus. Here you go, sir. It's their finest brandy. 150 gold per bottle.
Wonderful.
It's nectar of the gods, they say. Here you go. Let me pour you a nice big glass. Here
All
you
right.
go.
I'm gonna hold out a shot glass.
Oh, no, sir. You need a sifter. Here, drink it out of this glass I got for you.
All right. I will drink out of that glass. Worried.
No, it's just propriety, sirs. Yeah, certain liquors must be drunk out of the special glasses for the proper flavoring profile, as they might say.
Ah. All right.
Yes. Hey, good stuff, right, sir?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good brandy.
Yes.
Nearly 20 gold a glass.
Another then.
Yeah, here brought the bottle, sir. There you go.
So you guys are having a chill evening as the night kind of gets on, as you guys had just eaten dinner. More patrons kind of start to come in off of, from the city, and the place starts to get a little bit more lively. More people are sitting down. It was fairly sparse and empty when you guys came in, but it's starting to fill out now. There is a piano in the corner, and it appears they have like a small 3-person band that comes in and starts to play music.
Your lordship, sir. What was that concoction you gave to their Ronnie boy?
An ancient remedy.
I saw a lot of salt.
Oh yes, there's a lot of salt in that remedy. Yes.
You sure he's going to be okay? A lot of salt to do things to a body.
Mm-hmm. Like get rid of demons.
And everything else.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
Maybe we should check on the boy.
But look at all the new people that came in to look at my coat.
There are many people looking at your coat.
That's fair, sir. That's fair. And my job is making your coat look better. I should stay right here beside you. Drink to that, sir.
Hold up another one.
All right.
I tried.
I tried. It's fine.
Look, would we hear something? Okay, we probably won't.
Yeah, as you kind of are chilling and the band starts to strike up a bit. You don't think you'd be able to hear anything upstairs?
No.
Oh,
Merrick's just tapping his foot along with the music.
It's hopping. Like there's a few people starting to kind of like scoot some of the tables and chairs back a bit. So there's a couple people dancing. This town definitely seems a bit livelier than the blood-ridden village you came from. So it's a pleasant, relaxing change for once.
a party.
Yeah, it's a bit of a party.
All right.
Mm-hmm. And everyone's looking at your button coat, Magnus. It's definitely drawing all of the eyes that you wanted.
I'll get up and start dancing.
Okay. Give me a. You are a paladin of Sharindlar, so either a performance or a religion check to show off your skills.
Let's see. I'll do performance.
Okay. See how good your dancing is.
I want to luck roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
please do. 18. Nice. It will work for this character, it seems. All right.
Totally worth it.
So you not only does your coat of many buttons impress them, so does your sick dance skills. Cool cat. And as people are applauding for you, they think that's a wonderful show. We're gonna move back upstairs. The music from down below is quieter up here. So it's not distracting. You are able to sleep through it. But Ambara,
Yes.
you made a connection with the weave, which is something you hadn't been able to do for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
So you find yourself in your meditation, which, if anyone's watching, it's kind of creepy because their eyes are rolled back, but they're still kind of open. But thankfully, everyone else in the room is asleep. I know, chocolate milk. Stop it. Sorry. And you find yourself standing, not literally, but mentally. Your projection of yourself is standing in swirling mists. You feel the ground is soft underneath you, like that of the swamp, but you can't see it. All it is swirling mists, about ankle deep. And you can see the outlines in this kind of smoky gray shroud of weeping willow trees, just barely touching the water in places.
So is it like ground that I can walk on? Can
Yeah.
I walk forward?
It's just soft ground. You sink in a little bit.
Then yeah, I'm gonna walk forward and try and figure out where I am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know that certain places kind of project differently?
Mhm.
This place is very unique. It's very nature-based, which is something you haven't encountered in quite some time.
Very long time.
Yeah, so you kind of walk forward and give me a perception check.
Oh dear God. Okay, hold on. Let me pull up my sheet. Perception 22.
The 22. You were able to basically kind of tap into the ley lines of energy through this swamp. You feel it comes from the swamp itself, very concentrated in the trees. You feel it in the willows. You feel those two types of energy again.
Okay.
The really positive and the really negative kind of balancing each other out to a certain extent.
Do I feel them? Do I feel like the positive one in one tree, the negative one in another, or do I feel them kind of like intertwined?
Intertwined.
Okay. Okay. I guess I'll head towards those trees then.
Okay. It's a small, like, weeping willow grove, it looks like, around a gentle pond.
Okay.
And as you get to the pond, you kind of look into the surface reflection of the water, and you don't just see yourself, you see your energy projected. So,
Okay.
you see a very kind of pure, raw arcanum to a certain extent, but with slight twinges of shadowiness in them. And you look up, and it almost startles you, but you see a woman pull herself out of one of the willow trees, as if she was a part of it. And you see that she has very similar energy to what's around you, but hers is very, very positive, but only slight infringement of the negative energy.
Okay. She's gonna kind of. Has the woman noticed me?
Yeah,
I'm
she's looking
assuming
right
she
at
has.
you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna give like the traditional, because I grew the colony, the city that I grew up in. I'm assuming they have like traditional greetings for elders.
Mm-hmm.
She'll give kind of like that bow kind of thing,
Mhm.
and say, "Good evening, Maiden, Madam. Do you have a preference?"
You kind of get a slight smile crosses. You may just call me Souragne.
Souragne. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Ambara.
It's lovely to meet you as well. Not many visit me here.
I honestly wasn't expecting to be here, to be fair.
You are very gifted.
Sure.
You recently put a stop to an undead infestation, correct?
Me and my companions, yes.
Yes. Yes, it was quite interesting. I was afraid for your lives for a bit, but you prevailed. Very strong.
I was afraid for our lives the whole time, but you know, that's life, I guess.
Yes.
So, Souragne, as in the name of this domain, country, right? Am I
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Souragne? Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, yes. I am the land.
Oh. Okay. Never talked to land before, but you know, first time for everything.
It used to be just me, and then another entered.
Yeah, I noticed that it's kind of dark in certain places.
Yes, unfortunately so. His presence is very negative, but he keeps to himself most of the time. But unfortunately, one of your friends has irked his ire, as I believe the term goes.
Oh? Do you know which one?
The one who uses arcane magic.
Ah, that would be Ronald.
Yes.
Alright, well then I suppose I shouldn't be here. I should be there, making sure I keep an eye out. Can you tell me anything about the mists?
Yes, I can. I can tell you are not of the ilk that, well, my compatriot is of. So I can tell you some. I can't divulge all of their secrets, of course, but
Of course.
the mists have a will of their own. Souragne was not always isolated as it is. It was once part of a much greater land very far away. But when certain people commit evil and atrocious acts, if they are grand enough, it attracts the attention of the mists, and both gods and devils forsake that land, and the mists comes and claims it.
You said gods and devils. Is that why I can't connect excuse me, Is that why I can't seem to get past the mists in the weave?
It is very difficult to do so. Yes.
Honestly, I'm surprised I even connected to you.
Yes. It can be very difficult. There are people who can navigate the mists.
The Vistani.
Yes, you've met some.
Some, yeah. It was interesting to say the least.
Yes, they can navigate to other realms within the mist, or even, if they are gifted enough, to realms beyond.
Beyond the mists, like.
Yes.
All right.
To where your homeland is, most likely.
So, in order to get home, probably have to talk to some of those people.
Yes.
Yeah. Is there anything I can do for you, my lady?
Unfortunately, no. There is not much that can be done left for the land. I just maintain it as I can. But your friend is in a decent bit of peril. If the first attempt doesn't work, there will be further attempts. Now, I advise, however positive your influence has been, I'm afraid it cannot last forever. I advise leaving. The sooner the better, most likely. Whether by ship or by some of the Vistani that are just outside of the port. Is that what it's called?
Yes, that's where we are currently, yes.
Yes. Those would be 2 ways you could leave.
All right. Thank you again. It's nice to actually make a connection.
It's
for
a
the first
busy
time.
night. First the Vistani appeared here, now you.
The Vistani appeared to you.
Yes, the young Vistana, she made
Ah.
connection before. She was to plot a path through the mists, though they have not yet decided where they are going.
Ah, all right. Well, thank you for granting me an audience, and
Certainly.
I do hope that I connect with you again.
It would be a pleasure. Do
Indeed,
stay
it would.
safe.
And you. Maybe I shouldn't have said you two to, to the land. Anyway, but yeah, so I will drop the connection.
Okay. So, you drop the connection, and we're gonna rewind time a little bit to while Ambara's still having this connection. Elam, you've been sleeping for 14 hours. I would like 2 things from you. I would like a Constitution saving throw and a perception check.
Okay, I'm getting around to it. Oh my goodness. Holy, that was a good one.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay.
So, you have to pee so bad.
Oh
like
man,
you've been sleeping for 14 hours and you just had a big old glass of lemonade with your country fried chicken before you went to bed, and it's all hitting now.
Oh my, ooh, I gotta piss like a Russian racehorse.
You wake up and are ready to blearily walk your way down to the outhouse, and you see Ambara like kneeling in the room with her eyes rolled into the back of her head, and you hear a faint slurping sound above and behind you.
Above and behind
Like
me.
the bunk above you.
I think I'm kind of like mid-conversation too, like maybe Ronnie's doing something he's not supposed to be doing, so I'm gonna raise my voice, and kind of be like, oh boy, I was bored, tired, and I'm afraid I have suffered a relapse. I'm about near past going. Ronnie, you got time to wake up. It's breakfast time. And I turn around and look.
All right, you turn around and look, and you see this grayish ooze is wrapped itself around sleeping, half awake Ron, and it appears to be draining the life out of him.
Ronnie! Son! Speak to me. You got the goo on you, son. It's got you.
And it's like over his entire body. And it's like, he's
His
like,
entire body?
yeah.
100% of it.
100% of it. He looks restrained and grappled, and
And he can't move.
he doesn't look like he can move. It gives you the panic help me eyes.
Oh boy. All right. So is it just coating him? Is there more of it, like on the wall or the ceiling?
It's engulfed him. It looks like it continues underneath the blanket a little bit, but like it slithered up and then just engulfed him.
Oh my
like
goodness.
an anaconda.
Boy howdy. Well, I'm concerned about reaching in and pulling him out of it. Is there any open flame nearby?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think any candles were lit. I think it was to keep it dark.
Oh hell. Is it dark in there?
There's like the sunset coming through the window, so that's what caught your eye was the glisten. That's how you realized he was coated in ooze.
All right. I'm gonna take. So I have like hand axes.
If you've got hand axes, you got hand axes, son.
I do.
All right.
Is it? I'm gonna like attempt to slice him gently free of this material. Is it? How tough are we talking here? Is this like JELLO, or more of a
it's like
runny?
It's like Jello that's been left out all afternoon and it's warm, and so it's like it'll like ooze through cracks and stuff, but it's gelatinous enough to hold shape.
Okay. And I saw Ambara outside with her eyes rolled
Ambara's
back
sitting on the floor with her eyes rolled into the back of her head.
All right. Well, I start screaming bloody murder. Hey, Ambara, honey, wake the hell up! Snap out of it. It's time to quit astral projecting and get your ass over here. He's got a snot monster. It's eating him. Oh hell! And then he's on the top bunk.
He's on the top bunk because he thought the monsters wouldn't get him up there.
Well, oh lordy. So I'm going to. Is he on a sheet?
Yeah.
Will I injure him if I pull the sheet and pull him off the bed?
Are you gonna catch him?
I'm gonna attempt to get him onto the floor
Okay.
and away from the booger monster that may be in the mattress.
Okay. So you do the sheet pull trick. You just like shoot, pull him out and thud. And you expect like the thud to be louder, but it's more like a
Oh God, Lindy, no. That was gross.
I'm sorry.
What a perfect noise for that. That was awful. All right, keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, and Ron looks like he's wilting. He's gonna try to escape.
Wilting?
Yeah, like as if this thing is draining the life out of him, and he's just.
Can I roll like insight on this thing? Can I like hurt it?
You want to insight this thing?
Do I know anything about a slime monster?
Give me
No.
a nature check. Let's see. Okay. So.
Hey.
You've never seen a monster like this, but your great-grandma, one night, she told you this story. You swore it was just something to get you to sleep. You know, go to bed, not stay up, and not do, naughty things. But she mentioned this monster called a Slithering Tracker. It's an ooze that is born out of pure revenge. This is how they told you not to stop, messing with one of the neighborhood kids in town. I said if you don't stop messing with him, you're gonna turn into a slithering ooze or slithering tracker, and then it just siphons the life force out of it, whoever it bears vengeance against. And that sometimes that doesn't even quench it, and it just keeps going, taking more and more victims as it goes more and more insane until someone stops it.
Okay, but I know that it's really mad at him, that it came for him.
Yeah, you would with the nat 20. Yeah, you would know that. You've heard if this is what you think it is. Yeah, this is mad at him.
All right. Well, certainly I have a pair of gloves. like riding gloves, like
I mean,
ranger.
you're wearing gloves in your picture. You've got gloves on right now. I mean, unless
Yeah.
you took them off to nap.
These are my good gloves. I practically sleep in them for 14 hours at a time. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab a big old chunk of this thing and attempt to peel it away from our dear.
Okay, first
flowering
we're
young
gonna
man
see
thing.
how much damage Ron takes. So
Oh God, we're gonna kill him pulling it off.
no, that's from just the time waiting. So you grab this thing and your fingers just go through it and into it. And Ambara, this is when you wake up. It's when Elam's just knuckles deep into this Slithering Tracker, which means I should really have changed the music, but that's fine.
What is going on?
Ambara, you gotta wake up, hon. It's all gone to hell. This monster's trying to get him and suck him dry. It's a Slithering Tracker. Granny Wood told me about this thing. It's sworn bitter, dark revenge on our lad here.
Ah, yes.
Does not look good.
The Lady of the Swamp told me that. Hold on. And I'm gonna
The
get up.
what?
The Lady of the Swamp. We don't have time for this
Lady
right
of
now.
The swamp. I'm telling
Yes.
you, he's getting eaten by a booger
Yes,
monster,
I know.
and I need you to
You
leave the
calm
kitchen.
down. And I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna walk over it and I'm going to attempt to inflict wounds this thing.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure necrotic damage isn't gonna work against this. but
No,
we'll do it.
I'm just looking at some. Hold on.
Shoot lightning at it or some shit. I saw you do it before. You.
All right, go ahead.
25 to hit.
That hits.
Oh God, got this crossbow. Killing it with that's gonna be about as easy as pissing up a rope.
Do it at second level. 16, 22,
24.
24. Thank you.
All right.
I can't math.
That's fine.
Working blue tonight.
So you touch it, and you feel the gel underneath your palms quiver as this necrotic energy passes into it. But you notice you can actually see the dark tendrils go into it, but it goes through it and also partially into Ron, rendering him unconscious.
Can I
It's for the best.
It's got damage transfer, guys.
quicken spell
Uh-huh.
who spare the dying Ron?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So you're just gonna like panic when you see that and like push your hand through even further and spare the dying him.
Yeah.
So you're like mid-arm deep.
Yeah. Oh
in
god,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. Yes, you may quicken spell, spare the dying.
All right.
Um,
Elam, so any damage we do to it, I think it'll also do it to Ron. Some of it.
Well, we could bathe him in tomato juice. I heard certain snake venoms. If you pee on him, that might do something. Salt.
salt. He's already got enough salt in him.
Yeah. I think killing this creature would be the best idea.
Yeah.
But
just
I
gonna
don't
go
know.
Ambara, Elam, Slithering Tracker. That's just gonna be our base initiative for now. So Elam, what would you like to do as Ambara is a little past wrist deep and Ron is completely encased and unconscious?
I saw her attempt
Yes.
to hurt it, right?
You saw it did seem to writhe and take some damage, but you saw about maybe, I don't know, just eyeballing it, like half of it went to Ron as well.
Okay. All right. I pull out the crossbow and I stand over him by, this ain't good. It's not good. I don't have a jaws of life for this kid, I can try to burn it, but gonna burn him too. We may just have to, You ever go deer hunting?
No. I don't
No?
eat animals, so I don't hunt them.
Well, you don't have to eat this one. I'm telling you, he may be too far gone. It's not good.
Just kill the creature. We'll worry about Ron later.
I aim for some part of the jelly that isn't gonna pierce Ron,
Okay.
about the neck or shoulder.
Sure. All right. So you kind of like, you're like aiming for the fringe edge of this gel. We're gonna say that gives it some cover, so it's just gonna be harder to hit, whether you hit the floor or the writhing kind of massive goo that's on these floorboards here.
Yes, near the fleshy part of the thigh.
Okay, sure. Give me that roll to hit. Even with full cover, that still just hits it.
God damn.
All right.
And this is some, Reservoir Dog stuff. I'm standing over, How'd I do? Did I kill him?
You see, it thunk, go through the ooze, and then the ooze pulls away, and it is going to pull itself. You see, it kind of congeals towards the center and goes up Ambara's arm. Ambara, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Sorry, that's the wrong universe.
8!
And with that, you are grappled, restrained, and unable to breathe unless you can breathe water.
Oh, God.
Those things.
So it is now transferred onto you as Ronnie is unconscious, and you seem to be attempting to stop him from murdering him.
All right,
So,
now come on.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn, and at the start of your turn, you're gonna take 3d10 necrotic damage.
Okay.
So
It's like he's doing an inflict wounds.
it is.
A second level inflict wounds.
So you take 15 points of necrotic damage, and you can try to escape if you'd like. It'd just be another dex save.
Question.
I have an answer.
If I attempt, technically, I'm touching this creature.
Yes.
So, if I were to Scorching Ray myself, would it hit the creature?
Is there any verbal components to that?
Ah, fucking balls, yeah. Sorry.
You think
language.
about it, and then you think about opening your mouth while this thing is...
Ooh. Can I move? I can't move.
Yep,
Right?
you're restrained and grappled.
Okay. I'm gonna ice knife. I'm gonna ice knife myself.
Okay.
Because it's semantic and material.
Okay. How restrained is restrained? Let me see.
Because,
need to
when
make-
you're restrained, you can still make attacks and stuff.
I think you can when grappled. I don't know about restrained. Let me see.
Oh, yeah.
You just have a disadvantage. So yeah, you can ice
Okay.
knife at disadvantage.
Okay, I will attempt.
Oh, you have disadvantage on dex saves. That's new. Okay, I didn't see that. Well, it's not new, but I forgot about that. So okay,
Okay, I'm going to ice knife.
ice knife it.
How far away from me is Elam?
Right there.
Right next to me?
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna have to make a dex save, Elam. So I'm gonna ice knife myself
Okay.
for 11, which I don't think actually hits me. Because my AC is 15 now.
Oh yeah, because you put on armor. So you go to you're like, ha, and you make the gesture, and the ooze just opens up around your palm, and a bunch of ice shoots into the floor.
Okay, but it's still because it still explodes afterwards. So
Yeah. So it'll still take that
the
splash
2d6
damage.
cold damage.
Okay.
4.
So 8. It does not seem to like that cold damage at all. You hear it, in your ears especially, like a... along with all the squelching. But you're also gonna take 4 points extra of cold damage because it transfers. So...
Do I need to make a dex save or no? Because so I have to take that 4 and then I have to make a dex save because
with
it's
disadvantage, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Dex save. For 6. So I take another 8.
Okay.
I'm looking real rough, Elam. I explode ice everywhere, and yeah.
You see more things impale her than impales the things. You don't take any damage, Elam. You can dodge the ice bolt.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Elam, it's your turn. See, Ambara is now completely encased by this thing, and ice is shooting out everywhere.
I lay my crossbow against my shoulder. I go, you gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, and know when to run the fuck away and call for help. And I turn, and I kick the door down, and I eat a big boom close up, as he goes we got a Slithering Tracker, everybody wake the shit up.
All right.
It's got my friends. All hell's broken loose.
So, downstairs. What's y'all's passive perceptions again?
I have a 16.
16?
11.
All right. Magnus, you don't hear anything. You're just dancing, partying. Merrick, you hear faintly beyond the loud noise of the music. Elam.
Everybody, wake the shit up! Stop dancing! Stop your grinning and grab your linen! We got a Slithering Tracker. It's eating my friends. Y'all gotta wake up, cut the shit, drop your gin, grab a torch. It's bad.
Mr. Magnus, sir, did you hear? Did you happen to hear Elam calling?
No.
Do you know what a Slithering Tracker is?
Granny Wood was right. Y'all gotta get up here.
Hey, let's take the bottle with us and go check, just to be sure. Maybe something's wrong with Ronnie.
All right.
You can dance your way up there, sir. You're really good at that, by the way.
He does do that.
Okay.
Upstairs.
All right, so we'll start heading upstairs.
All right. So now our order is gonna be, just because it's convenient. Ambara, Elam, Slithering Tracker, Merrick, Magnus. So, you guys, Slithering Tracker, just gonna keep bleaching, cause that's its best move right there.
That's what he does.
If it does more than 5, I'm out.
Well, it doesn't do anything on its turn. It's at the start of your turn. So, it's gonna roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sleep for 14 hours.
Yeah, so
All right.
I'm out.
So, Elam, you hear a thud behind you, and you see a really drained-looking Ambara unconscious on the floor next to Ron. Ambara, you don't have to make a death save because it's your turn, so it'll be next round.
Okay.
Elam, this thing's just dropping everybody.
Did it
We're
recoil
fucked.
when I shot it? Yeah, we are fucked. She said she was gonna do it. I didn't think she'd do it tonight. Just on a Tuesday. So when I shot it,
Yeah.
did it recoiled? It didn't like that, presumably?
It didn't like it. It didn't like it. It disliked the cold more. But it still did like getting shot.
It disliked the cold.
Yeah, it really hated that. You heard like a slight amongst the.
Well, is there anything
With it, you heard a
cold
shriek.
nearby? Is it cold outside?
There's some shards of ice on the all over the floor.
Is there one big enough to stab it with?
Sure. It missed. So the main ice knife, it's shattered, but there's a big old shard there. We'll say it's a dagger. It's like a dagger's worth.
Okay. Okay. What, like a Bowie knife?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's your dagger. So yeah.
Yeah.
No.
That I'll mess with?
Yeah. You go to stab it and it just like pulls away. And it's turn and
Oh, shit.
it's gonna
Try to get me.
yeah. Can I make me a dexterity saving throw, Elam?
No, because I've run away. Successfully.
Are you?
Oh!
Oh, you dodge
What's up?
out of the
What's
way
Ooh.
as it tries to just engulf you. Let's see. Let me see here.
Let's do better than that.
That's underwater. That's that. Okay. Yeah, it's sitting there.
All right, I've got to go get Merrick.
Okay, so you dodge out of the way and then
I'm getting the hell out of there.
GTFO.
and
Okay.
I'm gonna go get.
As you look like are you yelling anything as you leave?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm screaming,
As
yelling.
you walk away, you're like going away, and you're like yelling it. You see it out of the corner of your eye. It's like, by the way, it's standing up for me. I'm gonna show you guys because it's just real beautiful. It looks like that.
Oh,
It's
Jesus.
it's got like the face. Oh, you recognize this face. This is the face of Jean Tarascon from the town before, just imprinted into the ooze. You see it like it's been stand up and tried to smother you. You see it melt down into a puddle and just start to drip like through the floorboards, just puddles getting smaller.
Did it release Ambara? And
Yes, it seems to
Right.
have released as you kind of like walking out.
I need to make a death save.
Not quite yet.
Not yet.
Not
Okay.
yet. So that's what you see as Merrick and Magnus. You make it upstairs.
Okay.
Aye, so what's the problem, Elam?
What's the problem?
Yeah.
We got a. Granny was right. We got a Slithering Tracker upstairs at 8 Ambara and Ron, and it's coming for the rest of us. It don't like cold, but there's nothing cold around here.
He says at 8 Ambara, and Merrick just like step of the wind, poof, gone. Like there's literally like a cartoon smoke figure version of Merrick there, and he's not there anymore. He's
Yeah.
just gone.
Magnus,
So when I run into the room, what do I see?
Very pale
2 corpses.
and drained looking Ron and Ambara on the floor with the bed sheet all crumpled up underneath Ron.
No puddle or goo or anything.
Give me a perception check.
Okay,
Oh, I've got to make it stealth check. Hold up.
it doesn't matter.
There was a goo monster, I swear.
Ooh! Well, actually, it might.
Okay,
Let's see. It's got real good stealth, and it might... Oh, no. You see the last little bits of what looks like maybe a glass of spilled water. Just kind of drained through the floorboards.
he just sort of like he makes a note of that, and then kind of runs over to where Ambara is, and like lifts her head up off the ground and takes out one of those red potions that he just figured out they're healing potions,
Uh-huh.
and pours it down her throat.
There you go. Roll me the 2d4 plus 2.
Ron, are you all right, Ron?
7.
Like, kick him. Ron, wake up.
Ron is not waking up. Ambara does, though. She spluttered to life.
Yeah, she probably wakes up like thrashing and just kind of whack right at Merrick.
He's like, I think it's the things I get from this one.
Sorry. Little panicked. It's fine. Where is it?
I'm
I'm gonna look for it.
There was something weird draining out of the room when I came in, but there's nothing else here.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Not
it was
even
not
a
a
little
good
bit.
feeling.
No, it was not. So yeah, we need to leave like as soon as possible because the Lord of the Dead, the zombie, not zombie. What?
The Lord of Death.
Sorry, that was a Becky stutter, not an Ambara stutter.
What?
The Lord of the Dead, right? That was his name.
Yeah, the Lord of Death.
The Lord of Death. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, so Lord of Death, not happy we're here, not happy we fucked up his, zombie stuff. Lady of the Swamp said that we need to either leave by boat as soon as possible or leave by the Vazani that are outside of the port. I'd like to leave like soon, now-ish. Yeah, now, please. Thanks. Let's go.
We should probably check on Ronnie.
Oh, he's
Magnus?
fine. He's fine. He's stable. He's just unconscious. I took care of that before I, went down.
What has
fine.
Magnus been doing to Ron this entire time? I see the finger.
Yeah, I have a technical question.
Yes.
Can I lay on foot?
Yes! I don't see why not.
All right, good. Then that is what I'm doing.
It's a technical question, Becky.
No.
It's been a while since we broke you.
Technical.
Go on. Especially as a prince. I think that's an innate princely paladin ability.
Describe exactly how you lay on feet.
Like I just
You are.
I put my foot on his chest and I was like, wake up!
Yeah. How many points of lay on hands do you give him?
5.
Okay. Oh! He wakes up.
Oh, good.
Oh, it was a thing and he was trying to eat me and I was asleep and then Mara said she was going to protect me and I looked over and she was all glazed over and I couldn't even move except for saying it and then Elam pulled me out of bed and I fell on the ground and then I died.
Ronnie, you died, son. You died. But you're back.
Oh,
We saved you. And you're not dead anymore. But
Is
you
this
did
heaven?
die.
It looks a lot
No.
like regular life.
No, it's not.
You're all right, Ron. Well, besides the demons, but you'll be fine.
Ambara's got like Merrick's like arm or whatever and is like tugging him to his feet, and then she like grabs Ron and puts him on his feet. Can we go now? Yes, leave that way, out the door.
We
Gone.
still have several nights on the room here, shouldn't
No, no.
the boat we're traveling, is it ready for another day or two?
Then we hop off with the Vistani.
I really wanted to sail on the boat.
Maybe the next port we go into, but I'd rather not stay here.
Couldn't we just set a trap for the thing? I mean, you've seen it, and
It's a creeping ooze that apparently disappeared through the floorboards. So how are you going to set a trap for that, Merrick?
we wait for
Peanut
it.
butter.
We put Ron in the middle of the room, and we all sit
Merrick.
around him and just wait for it to eat him.
It is the Lord of Death, sir. It killed 2 of our party members.
Not dead.
I watched him
Dead,
do it.
Not dead.
Not
You
dead.
died!
I did not die. I just, went
didn't?
unconscious. No. I don't think... at least I don't think I died.
Ronnie did.
He might have.
I don't think so. There's a particular whiff of smell to the death that we didn't really have, and plus, if they were dead, we had to leave them here for 4 days anyway. So,
Oh, yeah.
all right. Well,
Okay.
grab your things. If Ambara says we have to get going,
Let's bounce.
I guess we should.
Wait, so we're not going on the boat?
No, it looks
Not
like we're
unless
having
it's-
to
Ready to sail right now.
Vistani. There's only one boat in port. It's broken. I'm really sad about this. You have to understand.
And you have some vision that we should leave right now.
The Lady of the Swamp said that we need to leave as soon as possible because he's not going to stop until we're dead.
And you trust this lady?
Yes, I do. The energy is the same as mine. Her arcane, more druidic than arcane, but yeah, I do. I trust her.
Magnus stands silently for a second, then nods. All right, then we'll leave with the Vistani tonight.
I was a little weirded out that Magnus was just okay.
We all look at him.
Yeah. Are you possessed by demons?
All right, let's go, please. Then she kind of like, straightens her shoulders and tries to like not look super panicked, even though she is.
Uh-huh.
I get right up close to Magnus and like
Oh yeah, this is the first time you've seen his shirt of many buttons.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Why don't you describe this magnificent vestment for us again, Magnus?
It's just every type of button you can think of, all different sizes and shapes and colors, just covering the entire tunic.
Does it make like a mosaic? Like, does it take the different colors and make like patterns and a picture on it? Like, is it your face really? If you step back and look at it, is it your face on the back?
Clan symbol?
That is what it should be.
It's what it
Okay.
should be. Is your face on the back?
Yes.
All right, that's what the picture I had in my head.
I like
I
that.
it.
All the
Yes.
gold buttons make the crown.
Mhm.
The white buttons of the veil. As no one has yet gazed upon the face of Magnus.
No one.
All right, so everyone, I believe that Ronnie should be in the middle because it seems like he's the one that's attacked
Yes,
every time.
I agree.
Elam, you've got the big gun. You head up front. Ambara behind him, if you don't mind. Your lordship, you stay there and protect Ronnie yourself there, because no one would be dared, no demon would be dare to get close to him with you there.
That is very true.
And I'll follow right behind.
All right.
all right, that sounds like a plan. So everybody fall in, signal file. Let's make sure to act like professionals. We've gone ahead and pissed off the Lord of Death. So eyes up. Let's be sharp. And I kick the door open. again. Even if
All
it's
right.
already open, I still can't.
So yeah, I imagine that you guys kind of came in and shut the door. For just because it's a narrow hallway and like a couple people are trying to pass through and stuff. You kick open the door and you hear you smell a slight burning sound, and on the back of the door is almost as if someone had taken a brand. You see a skull.
See? This is the reason why we need to leave now. Marked for death.
That is ominous.
I don't really see the problem. It's a normal. I mean, you add a couple of little crossbones there, and it's a pirate sign, and then that kind of makes sense with me in the room.
Yeah, but isn't that like a pirate
Not a
thing?
pirate.
Like a black mark? Like you're marked for death or something?
No. If that was the case, then why would they put it on flags?
To scare people?
Yeah, that you're going to
Sure.
attack.
Don't come in my room. I'm a pirate. Yar.
You know,
But
this
you
is one
weren't
of the...
a pirate.
I'm not. I just know a lot about them.
Sure.
Right.
Wait.
Let's go.
I know.
You know,
No,
that's one of
no.
a handful of things that kept me out of organized piracy. And so we should just keep
That's
going.
why I stayed inland.
Yeah.
Black spot.
I like lakes.
All right. So as everyone is exiting out of the building, Merrick takes a detour straight to the bar, and he's like, "Hey, can I get 2 bottles of rum to go?"
You know what they say about lake pirates? They're not sea pirates.
No, they're not sea pirates.
Hey! Well done. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, how long you been waiting for that one?
Long time. Long time.
That does not happen often.
It
folks.
doesn't. It really doesn't. But anyways, so you hop back down. You guys walk back down. The tone is very solemn and somber upstairs, and then you get downstairs, and it's just hopping. The atmosphere is just—it's almost startling. The mood shift between, oh man, Slithering Tracker is marked for death. Lord of Death's pissed at us. Hey, welcome. Have you had the beignets? Like, there's a waitress just with a basket of beignets walking around.
Take one as we go.
What the hell's a beignet?
You've never had a beignet, Travis. Have you not lived?
Well, I thought that I had. I've made love in my time.
Not to a beignet. Doesn't matter. Doesn't count.
Completed the act.
Oh man.
Of eating many different things.
Yes.
I'm Googling beignet while we
Okay.
find out.
The best. Google beignet boy. Anyways, so the waitress offers
Is that like a
you...
Benoit ball?
No,
Okay.
it's way better. More
Okay.
delicious. So,
Okay.
the waitress offers you a complimentary beignet as y'all walk down. Beignets?
Beignet?
Beignet?
I will take one as we go.
Merrick goes right to the bar.
Yep, the bartender's still there. The innkeeper bartender.
2 bottles of rum to go, please.
Certainly, good stuff for the...
Whatever.
All right.
It's rum.
All right. And he'll pull a bottle each. Oh,
Okay.
you can, choose how twist you want to get.
Oh, it's fried dough. Well, I'm down. I eat like 4 of them.
It's fried dough with powdered sugar, and it's like hollow in the middle. They're so good.
Oh,
Oh,
It's a
so fluffy.
shoe. It's a
Good shit.
shoe pastry.
Good shit.
It's delicious. Complimentary beignet. Yes, chat. They also have that.
Yes.
It's a little tin. You can rub it on. Yeah.
So how much for the 2 bottles of rum? Why everyone's heading out?
So Magnus partakes of the complimentary beignet.
Everybody
Elam stuffs
free
his face
beignet.
with complimentary beignets.
And beignets.
And beignets, yeah, real good. Good stuff. But yeah. Buy a couple bottles.
Benoit's.
No!
Sorry.
But yeah, you're able to buy 2 bottles of rum. It's 5 silver for both. It's not expensive at all.
Okay.
And
Stuffs it in his pack.
yeah. I'm guessing Elam just stuffs his pockets. It's been
Do the lonely trumpet solo. Yeah, no, I grab like 2 fistfuls of beignets.
Okay. Lovely.
Is there like just a random shot laying around as we walk through this area?
Yes.
Okay. Ara's gonna down one.
Oh, and Ambara doesn't drink.
No, she doesn't.
Merrick, with your passive perception, you're able to catch that.
And then she keeps walking.
He just kind of grins.
She's just like super. Yeah, she's not panicked
I haven't for
at
her
all.
yet.
And she keeps walking.
All right.
I'm sorry, I have to be leaving. It was nice to meet every last one of you.
Oh, yeah, pleasure. Goodbye. And some people are sad to see you go. You get back out onto the streets of Port de la Hur, and both Magnus and Elam attract many sets of eyes, as Magnus is making the new fashion, and Elam is wearing the peak of fashion with his many bebuckled coat. That's my new
Just trying
favorite
to
word.
like
is
stand in
bebuckled.
front of them.
It's yeah.
Move your amazing Technicolor night shirt. Everybody's looking at my buckles.
No, they're looking at me. Move you away.
I'm taller. It's not meant as a criticism, but still true.
So
Ambara, where are these Vistani at?
Eat a beignet.
They are apparently right outside the port.
Outside the north part of the port, or outside the south part of the port, or?
Do I know that?
you don't, but you do know that there's pretty much only one road that goes into town, so that might be a good place to start. It's the one road that goes north to south along this island.
I'm going to assume it's the way we came in because it's the only way into this town.
All right, well, we'll head there. Lead on, Elam.
All right, everybody got their snacks. We're gonna try and avoid the Lord of Death, so let's just keep moving. Ronnie, you're in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
These are so good. I'm glad I wasn't killed 10 minutes ago so that I can enjoy these beignets.
So as you guys walk along, you notice, well, it's a bit triggering for Ambara and Ron, as being a port town in a swamp, there are many puddles everywhere. And
No.
you just try not to step in any of them, but it's kind of inevitable to step in some of them, and you've seen this thing take puddle form. It's just, it's a little unsettling. Ron's
I've
trying to,
wanted-
like, jump over, like, and around
Yep.
every puddle.
Just relax, Rob. I hate puddles too.
All right, so you were, you guys kind of walking through town, of course, attracting many looks. The town seems to have come alive even a bit more at night, which, you know, it's not unusual for a port town, but, yeah, it seems pretty jovial atmosphere. A little less relaxed than earlier. It kind of seems like more of a party town. Many people are drinking and singing. There's, you see a couple of, establishments of lady favors as you pass by, and some try to attract the attention of the group. Bonjour.
Merrick's grumbling as they leave. We just got to a freaking town, and it's just, why do we have to be leaving already? Just this stupid swamp thing, ruining everything.
Good evening, ladies.
Good evening. You want to come inside?
Oh boy, do we! But we have places to be. I'm sorry.
Wow, what happens inside?
I'll explain that to you a little bit later.
Bless you.
As if it's something that the Lord of Death doesn't like, I say we go in there. Pretty narrow target there, though. We don't know what he likes and doesn't like. Other than cold. Other than cold, by the way. Everybody take note.
Oh, that's
Didn't
great.
like cold.
We'll beat him with an icicle.
See, I tried that and I missed.
I just keep walking.
Okay. Like, oh, come on inside. You get a lot of titters as you kind of pass by, trying to tantalize you inside, but
What?
titters, not titties.
Oh.
Like,
That's not what I
Those
said.
are there too. Let's just keep moving, all right?
Good night, everybody.
God.
Like the like the little.
Do we really have to be leaving tonight, Ambara?
I mean, you're more than welcome to stay, but I'm not gonna. Sorry, I've got food in my mouth.
Those beignets, though.
I'm eating a beignet.
Keep moving. If we're leaving, we're leaving. Let's go.
Fine.
What kind of show is this? Well, there's one that gets out of hand.
Some days.
Some days.
Not family friendly.
No, I have the mature rating on for a reason. Just because of who I am. Seeps out. But anyways, you guys pass through, and you pass in the. It's getting you're in the brightly core section of the city, and you get a little bit further out, and the music gets a bit quieter. But he's still here, and in the distance. And, there's like a man with a coat similar to Elam's, but with far, far fewer buckles. And he's got a wider brimmed kind of a straw hat on him. He's like, comes out of a side alley, and he's like, y'all, looking for a good time?
Not with you.
Oh, no, not with me. I'm not that kind of guy, but, I can sell you some things that, you have a great night. Kind of like opens up his trench coat.
Oh!
And on the wrong side. It's all wristwatches, and then he's like, wrong side. And then he opens up the other side, and there's a bunch of small pouches.
Move along, everyone. Come on, keep going. Keep going. We're running from evil things that want to eat Ronnie. Let's not stop for drugs.
Is this a licensed business?
Definitely. Yes.
Magnus, don't touch anything. If you touch it, he's going to try and tell you that you have to pay for it.
No, first, I have free samples.
Oh.
Well, that's what they...
I like free samples.
Yeah. Pull out a very small pouch, like a tea bag sized pouch. Here you go.
What is it?
You can put it in your tobacco pipe and smoke it. It'll feel great.
So it's for tobacco use only.
Sure.
Go ahead, Magnus.
I'll look at it. And, yeah. I'll take this. I'll put it away. Thanks.
All right, let's go.
If you need more, you know what alley to go down. He kind of closes his trench coat back up and
Oh shit.
Just into the shadows.
Man, that's nice.
I just keep moving, please. All the fun things are getting thrown at us right as we leave. What the hell? Let's go.
Where'd he come from? Alright.
No boat, no drugs, no women. Let's just go, all right?
You guys finally work your way through the outskirts of this. This is a much larger city than the one you just came from. And you get to the front gate, which is closed. You see there's a couple of guards. One of which is chewing on a straw. The other one's kind of just... they're having a thumb war.
Good evening.
Wow, these are some good guards.
Good evening.
Yes.
Can
we're
we help
looking...
you? Are you lost? Do you need directions?
No, actually, we're looking to go outside and meet with the Vistani that are there.
You they kind of like their thumb war just pauses. They didn't stop, by the way. They just looked at you, kept going. Almost as if like the challenge gets higher and they're not looking. And they kind of squint their eyes like, you want to go outside into the swamp at night.
Do you know if the Vistani are there?
No one has come to the gates. Kind of, you can opens up the little flap. I see small lights in the distance. Maybe it's Vistani you're talking about.
Yeah, that's who we're looking for.
Why are we doing this?
Well, if you want back in, just knock 3 times. Knock like this. That way we know you are not the zombies.
Alright,
Alright.
good to know.
Alright. And then they'll open one of the gate doors for you. Looking real confused as you guys are leaving at night.
This is a good idea.
We head to the Vistoni, I guess.
Alright, so you head toward, you see like a small torchlight, lantern light in the distance. You head towards that.
100 why I trust you.
Like let everybody by and then like tell the guard like it's okay. The Lord of Death is inside the town.
Oh.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back after this short break. Anyways, so you guys walk outside the town. Do you light any lights of your own, or are you just walking in the dark?
Yes, I light a torch.
Okay, yeah, you and Ron can't see in the dark, so he'll actually throw up his dancing lights, because that's what he likes to do. Bing, and now you can clearly see all around you. And there's more puddles out here, which makes him nervous. Ron's the easiest one of y'all to imitate. It's so nice. And you guys kind of make your way there. I just really want one of these puddles to reach up and grab you, but there's too many of you nearby. So you guys walk up, and you see, as you approach, it is a small cart. A small, brightly colored cart. There appears to be a wagon that's off kilter. It looks like one of the wheels broke, and if, like, you can see that, there is, a young lady kind of standing outside with a shawl, wrapped around her, and a few, younger, men. And 2 of them are kind of, like, lifting, like, the corner of the wagon, and the other one's, like, pulls off the old wheel, or they're trying to. It's not going very well for them. And, as you guys approach, they kind of regard you a little cautiously. After all, it is after dark in Ravenloft. Say, hello, can we help you?
Yes, hi. My name's Ambara Vanastra. We're looking for passage outside of the mists, and we understand that you are on your way out. Can we help you with that wheel?
That would be lovely. My name is Dulcime.
Pleasure.
These are my brothers, Sergei, Marius, Antonio, Enrico, and Dominic.
Well, this is Marek, Magnus, Elam, and Ron.
It is lovely to meet you all. We were planning on leaving, but then our cart broke down. We were going to spend the night in the city and leave in the morning, but it seems we were not even going to get to the city tonight.
Well, we'd be glad to help. Ron has some mending he can fix. So is the wheel like broken, or
it is broken.
They just pop off?
It is broken, so it looks like they're trying to pull it off to repair it. But
Okay.
Ron does have mending, so he'll.
If you leave the wheel on, Ronald can just fix it right there.
He's already pissed off the Lord of Death. What's more arcane magic? It's fine.
Yeah.
Mending. So he starts to. It's gonna take him a little while, as it's it's small objects, so it's gonna take him probably about 5 to 10 minutes to fully mend this wheel.
Okay.
Appears it's busted. You see that there's 2 little donkeys at the head. They appear to be really just chill. And
I'm gonna go over and start petting one of the donkeys.
yeah, they're a little bit older donkeys. They're not young, sprightly donkeys. And with Ron's help of fixing the wheel, the others are kind of getting the rest of the wagon, I guess, situated, since they had pulled out, like, tools and, like, a sawhorse, and one of them had like started to, like, get some wood together to see what they could use to fix it, and so they're, like, packing it all up, putting it on the wagon. Thankful for the help, but, like, a little annoyed that they pulled all this stuff out and now they're having to put it all back.
Sorry.
I mean,
Magic.
At least it's fixed. I guess.
Yes, yeah, that's why they're not, like, grumbling, but you can see they're kind of just like, just pull all this stuff out. And so they're like, and Dulcime, she kind of comes up, where are you all trying to go?
We're trying to get to Waterdeep.
Waterdeep, a lovely city.
Yeah, that's where we're trying to get. The Mists seem to have a different idea.
Oh, the mists can be quite fickle.
Yeah, so anywhere close to Waterdeep that you can get us would be appreciated.
Well, certainly. We were,
Port
yes.
Lucine, maybe.
Port Lucine? Oh, yes, we could.
That's what are the that's where the ship is going to sail. If that
Right.
would get us closer.
Port Lucine would be easier to travel to, as it is a bit more difficult to travel outside of the mists.
Then that place.
Of course, of course. As soon as the wagon is fixed, we should be able to leave the night, I suppose. My mother, she was fantastic at navigating the mists, but sadly she passed away a few weeks ago. But I have her gift, but just, so it should not be any problems.
Sorry to hear about your mother.
Oh, it
Our
is
condolences.
fine. It is fine. It has it will be one of my first times traversing through the mist without her guidance. So.
She's not still in the wagon, is she?
No, she's not still in the wagon. It's been long enough.
Sorry.
So, she kind of gets things packed up and she goes, "Oh, you all have been so helpful. Could I offer you some cannolis?"
I'll trade you a beignet for one of them cannolis.
Oh,
Ooh.
please.
You know what I love about Ravenloft?
Yes.
There's so much food around.
Lots of pastries and breads.
So much food.
Just don't ask where they came from.
Oh,
Yeah.
Why? Where'd they come from? It's fried dough.
Is it?
Is it children?
On occasion, yes.
It might be.
We don't know that. We're just letting you know outside of context.
Outside
that
of, out of character.
What's in the beignets?
Just regular beignets.
yes.
This time.
Thank you.
Don't ever accept a meat pie.
I remember that part. I won't do that. That we've talked about.
Well, these characters have no idea about.
Nope, not a clue.
So
Oh, I thought we talked
all
about
the
that.
meat
Nope.
pies that you want.
Yep.
I'm metagaming. I eat all the meat pies.
I eat all the meat pies.
Bye.
The cannoli is fresh and delicious.
Mm.
And
Thank you very much.
Crunchy?
certainly a crunchy on the outside, nice and soft, refreshing on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
As a good cannoli should be. No soggy cannolis here.
Oh,
It's disgusting.
pew.
But yeah. Anyways, enough cannoli talk. You guys get the wagon fixed up, and she goes, to Porta Lucine.
That would be fantastic.
Of course. Just give me a few moments. You all seem very interesting. You are not. You are from Waterdeep?
Not from there, but traveling to there. I think we're all from very different places.
I can
Very
tell you are not from Ravenloft. It is
Definitely not.
your energies are very different and vibrant and exciting. I would love to read your fortunes for you when we get to Porta Lucine, if you'd like.
Sure.
Certainly. I read cards, and she kind of holds up a tarot deck. So,
Okay.
you guys fix up the wagon. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do while Ron's doing his thing?
Drink my rum.
Yeah.
Drink
Ambara's
more rum.
just kind of like soothingly petting the donkey, like trying to calm it, but actually calming herself.
Give me an animal handling check. Let's see how much the donkey likes you.
God. Okay.
I feed the donkey a beignet.
You feed the other donkey a beignet because one's getting pet, and
I'm probably a little too panicked for this.
yeah, you're like, and it's a really chill donkey, so it's not like upset by this. It's just not like infatuated with you.
Yeah. Makes sense.
It's just suffering. It's just like it's like a cat that doesn't want to be pet, but it's too lazy to move or do anything about it. It's doing that, but donkey style.
Makes sense.
So you guys are. She's like, all right. She kind of sits there and meditates. She kind of lays out some cards. You notice that one of them has like a ship on it. Another one has like just mists, and another one has like a path. And she's kind of arranging them. And she does a bit of a meditation with it for a few minutes, and then she goes, "All right. I think I've got it. Shall we? Now everyone will need to be touching the wagon, as it is going to be our focal point. Let's just have a hand on it while we walk into the mists." Oh, thank you for fixing the wagon wheel, Ron. It was very nice of you.
It's one of those things where we all put our hand on it, and the last person who doesn't fall asleep gets the wagon.
All right. I tie myself to the wagon.
No, this is our family's wagon. The last person who puts their hand on it. It just helped guide you through the mist, as we will not be able to see each other.
Right. Through the mist. Right.
To be fair, Magnus, the last time we tied ourselves to something, it didn't end well for any of us involved.
I don't recall this.
Of course you didn't.
Hey, Ronnie, you're starting to look a little better. Are you feeling any better?
After surviving all that, yeah. And his hands like digging into the cart, like you can see like, you know, creaking a little bit, like.
I mean, you were unconscious for quite a while. I mean, are you feeling up to everything? I mean, you did just do magic and all that.
Well, a little drained, but I'm alright.
All right. Well, we'll be getting out of here.
Yes, please.
You see one of Dulcime's brothers, Dominic. He brings over like a glass of water, and she drinks it down. It can be quite taxing to navigate the place through the mists, but we will get there in no time. And you see, as you guys kind of, they turn the wagon around so that they're not walking straight towards Port d'Allure, but kind of off the beaten path a bit. And you see the low kind of evening fog that has settled down over the swamp starts to rise up y'all's ankles a bit as you guys kind of walk forward. And it kind of rises higher and higher, and you kind of look back and you see that it's tapering off, almost as if it's kind of concentrated in this area. And yes.
While she's doing this, can I see if I can feel in the weave what's happening?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check. Arcana check.
Well, she's doing.
Ooh, yes.
That's a good one.
Can Ron, like a few times every now and then, he's gonna cast dancing lights?
Yeah, you already have them up.
Trying to see if he can like see through it. What's going on?
You can't see through it at all. You're also a little quiet, but
Yeah, so I'm trying to feel like how she's doing this, if that makes sense.
So you sense that she is very connected to the energies here.
Mm-hmm.
And you sense something unique about her. You also notice that her brothers have it, but not nearly as much as she does. And it really enables her to kind of weave a path with this. She's basically using her connection to use her ability to weave through this.
Cool.
And then before you take even 30 paces, the mist has completely enveloped the wagon and you can't see anything. You feel the wheels turning though, and you're prepared for this to take a long time. The wagon's kind of lurching from side to side. You hear the bells and trinkets that are kind of attached to the donkey's harnesses jingle. And you can barely see the wagon anymore by the time you're at 50 paces, if you're still counting. But then, after a couple minutes, and it doesn't feel like it's been that long, not the normal mist traversing you're used to, you can hear Like the sounds got really muffled, but you hear the jingling again. You hear the swishing of fabric, but then you notice the air is warming up. It was already warm. It was warm and muggy. Probably about, mid 60s, low 70s, because it's a swamp. But suddenly, it's hot. And it starts to get bright. And you're looking ahead, and you see that the mists are burning off in the heat. And you can see that there's a dull red orb of the sun that can be seen overhead. As the last tendrils of mist blow away in a hot, dry breeze, you see sand under your feet. And you realize that you're in a desert. The heat is suffocatingly hot. You thought the swamp was bad. This is a hot, dry heat. The contrast is stifling. And in the distance, you can see that there is a trackless desert on 3 sides of you and a barren cliff to your right. But then there's a small road that leads to a little village. And you just make it out. And as you guys fully emerge out of the mist, you, oops, I stopped the music. I didn't mean to. I meant to hit loop. You hear, Dulcime, and she's like, this wasn't supposed to happen. We were not supposed to end up here. What is it?
Where exactly is here?
That is an excellent question. I don't think I have been to this land before. Everyone looks very surprised, and concerned. This isn't normal. You can see, they were completely chill and nonchalant, relaxed. Like, oh yeah, we're just gonna walk through the mist, it'll be fine. Now they're like, what happened?
We should have stayed for the boat.
We see a village ahead?
Yeah, you see a village ahead. Mm-hmm.
This is the opposite of sea. Like, this is the opposite of everything I want. Ambara, it's your fault.
It normally is anyway, sir.
Oh, no, this time it really is.
Excuse me for not wanting to die by the Lord of Death.
Oh, one little squishy thing knocks you over, you're all worried.
You weren't in that thing.
Now we're stuck in a desert.
Ron's squinting at the bright sun, and he casts a fog cloud up on top of the wagon to try and make like a little cloud.
Like a little cloud of shade. All right. Let me look at fog cloud.
Yeah, it says a point. I don't know if it moved with us, but hey, it's at least for a brief response.
Yeah. We'll say that you can hear the sizzling as it kind of burns off the moisture. Like, it's gonna give you shade for a bit, but it's not gonna last the full hour that it's supposed to.
Figured it wouldn't.
And so yeah, you can see, and you look behind you, and you don't see mist, but you see just shimmering heat. Yeah.
I don't want anything to do with that. Is anybody else thirsty?
Yep. Here, I don't handle extreme temperatures one way or the other very well. Personally, I chafe.
Well, I mean, yeah, you brought us here. Can't you take us somewhere else?
I can give it a try, but I need to rest first.
Maybe we should just go to the city and see if we can find some.
She she looked perfectly alert and awake before, but you see kind of dark circles under her eyes. You're guessing it was a very taxing process to magic all that. So.
I'm game to go anywhere that has water.
Alright. So you guys head down to the village below.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
I'm sure water there isn't expensive or anything.
No.
But it's free flowing.
It's
All right.
it's very hot. You're gonna probably have to take off your armor, you think, at some point, Matt. Well, yeah, you probably have to take off your armor. You don't want to feel like a cooked turkey. You give it about 10 minutes and you start to feel it's It's really hot.
All right, well then, it's coming off. I guess everything's coming off then.
So you just start stripping?
Are you getting naked again? That was the last time you tied yourself to something when you got naked.
Oh, was it?
On the boat. Yeah.
Interesting.
Hold on, I gotta do that thing where I tie my shirt around my head to keep the sun off of me.
All right. So you guys head down to the city. It's very sandstone. Give me perception checks. So you guys enter.
See, so
For all of us, I'm sorry.
Yeah, for everybody.
what does that make my fucking armor? $12.
Okay. We'll say Ambara. As you get, you're still a decent ways out from the village. It's getting closer. But you're still several minutes walk away. You see a brown weathered hand sticking up out of the sand.
All right. I'm gonna. Does anybody else see that hand over there?
I'll look.
Yeah, you see a hand now that she's pointed it out. There's a hand there.
Oh!
Talking normal sized hand or large hand or what?
Oh, yeah, you get a human-sized hand.
I'll go over towards it.
Okay.
Perhaps you shouldn't touch that, Magnus,
Why not?
because you don't know what it is.
That's why I need to touch it.
What if it's a zombie and it's just waiting to grab you as soon as you touch it?
Fine, Ron, come here.
No, Ronnie's done touching weird stuff.
I've been
Don't
touched
touch.
a lot, okay? No.
Yeah, don't touch it, Ronnie. You don't have to. He's a naked, crazy man.
Ron probably
fine.
cast. If he's actually naked, Ron would
He's still got his crown and veil on.
Yeah.
Okay, Ron cast minor illusion. He's gonna put a towel around your waist.
Cool. Cool with that.
Just keep casting minor illusion or
Yeah,
towel.
just keep it. I don't want to see it.
Okay.
I don't want to see his hairy backside as he's bending over to grab it.
So do you touch it, Magnus?
Yeah.
It's a like shriveled flesh that's clinging really tightly to a skeleton, almost as if every single drop of water has been siphoned down of it. And you if you brush some of the sand away, you see it leads to an arm. If you brush more, it leads to an elbow. When you brush a little bit nearby, you see the top of a skull. Looks like somebody.
Every last bit of.
Every last drop.
Uh-oh! This guy looks like he's a bit dehydrated.
Is the desert.
Does he have any symbols or clothing on him that would...
He's got some white, tattered bits of cloth still clinging to him. If you unbury him a bit more, just brush off some more of the sand.
Okay. I guess, I'm sure this is the last one of these we'll see.
Oh, look, if it's somebody buried there, maybe we shouldn't unbury him.
Well, he's not ceremoniously buried here, I believe.
He doesn't look ceremonious. I mean, unless it's some kind of ceremony where they're stuck going. You don't think it's ceremonially?
It doesn't look like a ceremonial burial to me.
Does he look like what the Lord of Death was doing to Ronnie?
No, he looks a little crispy.
Crispy.
Yeah. A little sunbaked.
Sunbaked.
Perhaps we should go to this town and see what we're dealing with.
Sure.
Alright, so you guys keep going?
Yeah.
All right.
Move on.
Okie dokie. So, you guys roll into town with this brightly colored Vistani wagon. All the buildings here are made out of, looks like sandstone or bricks with, a lot of cloth roof. You don't actually see a lot of wood here at all. But you do see a couple roofs are thatched. A lot of them are even, maybe stone. It's kind of hard to tell. A lot of flat-topped roofs. Some even dome-shaped buildings made out of just bricks of sand. And as you kind of roll into town, it's very quiet. But you see some people coming out of their houses. Everyone's here is dressed in white and off-white flowing robes, and things to cover their head. They'll kind of look kind of curiously, a little cautiously as y'all roll on up into town.
Hello. Naked.
You have an illusion's towel on you. And you guys, did you guys bring the body with you or did you leave it?
Left it.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I spaced for a second. So you see in the center of the village as you guys walk in, there is a small spring there. It's surrounded with palm trees lining it, kind of offering some shade and shelter. You see that there's a couple animals hitched there, a couple camels, actually. A lot of you haven't seen camels, so you see a real weird-looking mammal. Humps and a freaky long neck.
Ooh, look at that thing!
And standing
I want one.
right next to the spring with a large water jar, you see a woman with her flowing arms, but they're trimmed with gold, and she also has a gold band that circles her head, and with the snake rearing from it, and she's got a gold medallion and a few pieces of gold jewelry on her wrists and fingers, and she has a staff topped with a golden cobra's head.
Now, I can tell that this person is of dignified stature.
Yes, obviously. You've also noticed a lot of people in town, they wear a lot of makeup. You've seen it, pretty much everyone has eyeliner on, probably to help with the sun reflections off the sand, but also there's some aesthetic looks to it. Some have like little swirls and dots as well. As you guys kind of roll on up, as they're like, well, let's give the donkey some water, I guess. They seem to not be used to this environment. The woman turns towards you, and she greets you. Oh, welcome. You must be new in town.
Yeah.
Yeah, good afternoon, ma'am. It's
Well-
hot.
Yes, it is. This is the normal temperature of the area.
It's not just you're not having a hot day today. It's like this all the time.
This is about an average day.
Okay. All right. I'll go next. I got a headache.
Hello, my name's Ambara. We don't exactly know where we are. We just kind of arrived here. Could you tell us the name of this place?
Yes, you are in the city of Muhar, in the land of Harakir.
Harakir. Never heard of it. Thank you.
My name is Isu.
Isu.
Rakotep. I am the priestess here.
All right, pleasure to meet you. This is Marek, Magnus, Elam, and Ronald. We have
Deep shaft.
sure. And we have Dulcime and her brothers. I'm sorry, I don't remember. their
They're
names.
like, it's fine. No one ever remembers all of our names.
Sorry, I do remember there's Dominic. I do remember that name.
He kind of perks up a little. Like, oh, she remembered me.
I do remember. But as for the rest of you, I apologize. We are looking for a place to rest. Dulcime is quite exhausted, and the rest of us, mainly him and I point to myself and Ron, are quite injured.
Well, we typically rest during the peak heat of the day. I was just coming to tend to the sacred spring. Please feel free to drink freely, water your animals as you wish, but I must say that it is forbidden to fill up containers of vessels of water and remove it from the spring.
Oh, all right.
That's
What?
That's odd.
You can,
Alright.
Stick my.
you can drink freely, but do not take the water from the spring.
I understand. Why do you have this rule?
It is a sacred spring, and, well, the water, it tends to turn if removed too far.
Oh.
Poisonous?
Yes,
Turning us?
it turns on everyone.
Ron's now scared to drink it.
I have an idea.
You said you were a priestess.
Yes,
Might I ask who you're a priestess of?
Osiris, I think, is the priest. They are real creative with this Ravenloft module, let me tell you. There we go, yes.
Osiris, you say?
Yes.
Oh. Wonderful.
All right.
And of course, you may most certainly visit the temple for refuge while it is peak heat of the day and to recover from your injuries.
Yeah.
But please, as soon as you all are sated with water, we will walk to the temple.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah. You gotta do the thing where I put it on the back of my neck, you know?
Mhm.
Splash it all around like you're Harrison Ford, you know? Just making a big show.
Yeah.
Moistening your masculinity down in the afternoon sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
Magnus does that too, except naked.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, you guys go to the temple. You guys drink all your water you like. Ron, you're especially thirsty because you had that salt egg
Oh, yeah, that
concoction
No water
earlier.
for you for 2 more days.
the curing. No, Ron's gonna. Okay, never mind. Ron's gonna guzzle the water. He's going for it. Like, you ever seen the swan dives? He's gonna like form, function, dive in, and
Yeah.
he's gonna just shove his head in and drink.
I have to start all over again.
He can't hear you. He's guzzling water.
Yeah. So you guys go back to to the temple, and it is very nice. It is quite ornate. You see the outside; it's fairly plain looking, but when you get inside, there are pleasant tapestries and all sorts of like carvings into the wall. Kind of a lot of sun depictions of the sun, and the desert sands, and you're guessing that the holy symbol is snakes. There's a lot of snakes in here too. But the temple itself is rather large. You actually notice that there are 2 statues on either side, and there appears to be some small pyramids on the roof. You go inside, and there is a rather large main area with many smaller statues, and there's like an altar in the very back of it. It's engraved and painted with very bright, a lot of blues and golds. You can see that there's a couple offerings on it currently. There appears to be some bread and like a flower actually, which you haven't seen anything growing except you've seen a couple lotuses floating around near the spring, and she says, "Please rest here as long as you need."
Thank you.
Of course, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And the town is a bit cautious. We've had a strange series of events the past week or so, but
Of course
You
you
don't
have.
we are
Go to.
more than happy. We do enjoy visitors, and are more than happy to provide hospitality for any who pass through.
Thank you. It's greatly appreciated.
Of course.
There's not anybody in town with a particularly fearsome name, is there? Lord of Destruction or Master of Ceremonies or something?
No.
Good. See, it's not so bad. Weird events, that's fine. Weird events everywhere.
What weird events are you speaking of?
Every few nights, someone from the village goes missing, and we don't know where they go. We've seen evidence of them in the desert, footsteps leading off and then disappearing, but no one has seen what manner of man or beast is responsible. Some believe it might be Osiris himself walking the land, punishing those he deems, unloyal. Others believe that it's the previous dead pharaoh.
Why do they believe that?
Well, they're very superstitious at times. And, well, the pharaoh himself is, unfortunately, cursed, but no one has seen him in hundreds of years. Not since he was entombed, of course.
Of course.
If you ever hear villagers spouting rumors of seeing his mummified body staggering across the sand dunes, it's probably something to cover up their own goings out at night, or possibly the coyotes, or the desert cats.
Perhaps a little too much,
Perhaps.
waters, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. Too many spirits, if you will.
Well, we'll just keep watch over ourselves.
Yes,
If I start walking into the desert, stop me.
All right. Of course,
Y'all got a reward or something set up for if we manage to find out what's taking these people? Any kind of civic?
Oh, I'm sure the villagers would put up gifts for any who can get to the bottom of it.
I do like gifts.
Yeah, see,
We
gifts.
do not have much, but we know. But when not much is all gathered up, it can entail a decent bit.
Couple of them camels.
Oh yes,
Maybe.
we do have a camel breeder in town.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
That's what those beasts outside are?
Yes, they are camels.
They are wonderful.
They quite are. They are excellent at traversing across the dunes.
They're full of water.
Hmm.
I was asking somebody who said they're full of water.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want to drink their water.
You don't drink the water from the camel. They drink it and hold it.
Oh, okay. I was a little scared there for a minute.
Alright, well, I'm going to sit and take a nap.
Oh my god.
All right. Do be careful though. They do occasionally spit.
They spit too?
Yes.
Ooh. Ron's just getting these ideas going through his head, like, what kind of beast is this?
Spitting beast full of water. Oh.
Is
I
there
really
water
want one.
acidic? Actually, you know what? I don't know if Ron would ever see one of these, so he's going to start sketching it in his little wizard book.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So you start sketching it. You're also really tired because you only slept for a little bit before getting.
I'm also kind of
smothered in
dying,
sleep.
so.
Yeah, you also are. It is nighttime for your guys' internal clock to a certain extent. And it is peak heat of the day. So you guys take a rest.
I think
Please.
Okay, so you guys are able to take a nice long rest.
Find a cafe with some, like, really thick, like, Turkish coffee, you know, some lemonade.
Yeah, you can definitely leave the temple after you get your nice long rest in.
Cool, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm gonna roll some hit die. Are we doing long rest or we're short rest? Okay.
you
I'm
can
gonna
do.
roll some hit.
You can do a long rest, and it'll be about evening time when you get up, or if you can roll some hit die on a short rest.
Let's do a long rest and then we can investigate these mysterious things.
While we're here, we might as well be on their schedule, I guess.
Yeah. I'm cool with that.
Poor Merrick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very. Oh,
Find something spicy to eat and go just kind of walk around. See if I can't.
Yeah, Elam's full rested up. He got 14
Yeah.
hours right before this. He's good to go.
Got an all-nighter in me. I'm gonna walk around and just kind of squint at everything.
So you kind of walk around a little bit, and you see that there is you're up, you're out before everybody else is, because you're full rested up, and not many people are out and about yet. They're waiting till the sun goes down a bit more. But you see some people starting to kind of set up little shops and stuff, little tents, like a bazaar almost. And you see that there is what's your passive perception, Elam?
Passive, I know, 15.
15. All right, good enough. So you notice that there is, as you're walking along, a young boy is watching you all wide-eyed, and he's kind of like going around, kind of like from building to building, kind of following you.
Does he look hungry? I buy something to eat.
Okay, sure. He does look a bit scrawny. His clothes are a bit tattered, and he looks a little thin. You're able to find a kebab, a very tasty, very spicy kebab.
A kebab?
A kebab. A kebab.
I give him a kebab.
All right. So you like walk right over to him, and he's like, like he had no idea you'd seen him. And he's like, for me?
Yeah, come on, son. Have a kebab with me.
Thank you, sir. And he takes it, and he just like inhales it, just cleans the
Yes.
stick off in one go. Pretty impressive technique, actually.
You gotta slow down, son. You choke on it. You enjoy yourself. Look like a stiff wind carry you away. While he's still chewing, I'm like, all right. So why are people disappearing every night? You seen anybody disappear?
Well, I haven't seen anyone disappear exactly, but I've seen some people. Well, there was one, and he was putting away his tools after his day of work, and he got pulled underneath the sand.
Pulled underneath the sand, like right down? Oh boy.
Ron, is Ron there with that, or is that just you out?
No, it's just Elam right now.
That's okay. That's why I want to make sure I didn't miss that.
I like look
But
down.
no one
Am I
believed me
standing
when
up
I
there?
told him. It's like a kind of like a hard, compacted sand here compared to the dunes, because people walk on it all the time.
Ah. Okay.
Ooh,
All right. How? Okay.
I don't like it.
Have a lot of people been pulled under the sand, or has this been?
I've seen a couple just walked off into the night, and they haven't walked back.
Oh, good.
Are you a knight?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a knight. I'm from out of town.
Could I
And,
be your squire?
What the hell is that?
They serve the knights. I heard it once in a story.
Oh,
I would follow you around and help you with whatever you need help with, and clean your things, and you would teach me how to be a knight too.
oh, that sounds like an awful idea.
Oh.
But I do those all the time, so that's fine. I could use somebody. First of all, you look like you're about to starve to death in front of me. Second of all, you've got to meet my friend Ambara. She will just, think this is a terrible idea, and that is totally worth it. And third of all, I don't know where I'm at. So, have you lived here for a long time? Do you have family?
My whole life. No, they got eaten by werejackals.
I was about to say, eaten by creatures, my best guess. I'm sorry to hear about your parents being eaten by werejackals.
Werejackals. I don't really remember it, but that's what they told me.
Now, is that a person who turns into a jackal?
Yes.
Are there any of those around? Did that happen here?
Yes.
Oh, cripes. We got to get out of here with werejackals.
Well, they don't live in town. They roam in packs.
All right, if I'm full of kebab, but I want something sweet.
Oh,
Where are we going?
camel milk.
Camel milk. See, you can drink from them.
Yes.
All right, I got to get my buddy a glass of camel milk. Which way are we going?
He'll kind of point over to a vendor stall. You see, this lady, you don't know how old this lady is, but she looks like she has seen 1,000 years. She is wrinkled to pieces, and just hunched over. She's not she's almost Magnus height. She's so shriveled up and over, and she's stirring a large little bowl, large clay bowl.
Marvelous. Good afternoon, ma'am. My
afternoon.
youthful ward and I would like 6 camel milks, please.
All right. Would you like the milk or the yogurt?
Oh boy, you make yogurt. Oh, just I think the milk is gonna be fine. We're going straight over. We're gonna wake our friends up with it.
She'll pour you 6 wooden cups.
Yeah.
She
And
looks,
I start
gives you
handing
the
all
look
of them
like,
to the
I
kid.
don't know how you're gonna carry them all, but he's like,
Yeah, I hand them all to this kid. Don't spill them. That's Ambara's.
okay.
That's Merrick's. He's gonna put rum in it.
okay.
There's room for rum in that one.
Okay.
And then
Okay. All right.
all right, don't spill them. Here we go. We're
Okay.
walking.
So you guys are finishing up your long rest, and Elam swaggers back on in with a young, looks like street beggar boy following him, holding 6 cups of liquid.
Ambara, I made a friend. Have some camel milk. There's one for everybody. This will wake you up. Come here.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Pass me the milk.
Why
Yes.
is there a child following you, Elam?
He followed me home. Can I keep him?
No, he's not yours.
Well, his parents were eaten by werejackals.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I know. That's what I said. Turns out there's werejackals in this town.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and the people who are disappearing, you're going to love this. The people who are disappearing are getting pulled under the sand. That's everywhere. Have some milk.
Just one. The others wandered off.
Yeah, he'll tell you all about it. They go walking, and then they get pulled under the sand. So drink up.
What is your name?
Oh, he kind of hands you your glass of camel milk.
Thank you.
My name is Bali.
Bali.
Oh.
Bali and I have been talking. We're in big old deep shit, just like we were, before.
That's kind of been our default setting since we've met each other.
Hmm.
Yeah. But this milk is delicious.
It is. It's very creamy and smooth.
Yes, they make a mean camel milk around here.
We must purchase one.
Yeah, we got to have a camel. That's happening. But we're going to solve their problem, and then we're going to trade it for camels, and then we're going to ride the camels out of here and hopefully not get eaten by sand monsters.
Or werejackals.
Or, right.
This place sounds like a horrible place.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Bad, but the street food's pretty good.
Why did we leave the port?
Because
With Magnus. as Ron eyeballs his cup of yogurt questioningly.
It's milk. It's milk.
Okay, well, he still eyeballs it weird. Like, first they tell me this camel's got water in it, then it spits, and now there's milk coming out of it.
Yeah, you can drink from them. It's not water, it's milk.
I think I'll pass.
What? You don't drink milk? They don't have to give you like cow milk at hog farts?
Cows, but camels. Isn't it kind of weird that you can milk other creatures? I thought you could only milk cows.
Oh, you can
And goats.
Okay, touche. Okay, well, cows and goats are normal to Ron. He's a simple child, okay?
Did you get a cup for Bali? Is that why there were 6?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he just downs his. Just.
Ron will give him his.
Thank you. How can I repay you?
Hmm.
Don't make me drink camel milk.
Oh, okay.
So-
I'll tell you what,
Okay.
you just stand next to me and get eaten before me.
No.
No, what?
No. So is there anyone else around us? Like, is that priestess still?
No, the priestess isn't in here. She seems to have gone off into the back or something. Or
Okay.
left. You're not really sure. You were asleep. You were meditating.
Yeah.
And the Vistani have kind of made a camp out just outside. They've kind of like set up a big tent.
Okay.
For shade and stuff, and to get more of a breeze than is in here.
Okay. So, Bolly, what can
Yes.
you tell us about this town
Oh.
that wouldn't necessarily be something that the adults would tell us?
Oh, what do you want to know?
Anything nefarious? Anything that's
Well-
frowned upon?
He kind of holds his chin for a minute. He's thinking really hard, like, because he can get the feeling that he doesn't want to disappoint you with his answer. Like he doesn't want to answer incorrectly.
Yeah.
He goes, well, you see that there, Tutmos is cheating on his wife with Sari, and no one else knows about it. He's very clever about it, cause her husband died a week ago, and so
Ooh.
and he goes over to help her with her thatch her roof, but the roof doesn't need thatching.
Ah, good to know.
I get
Thank
it.
you, Bali. All right.
And then of
well,
course the disappearing people that wander
Yes.
off.
of course.
And well, there's not in town, but there's were-jackals and regular jackals in the desert. You probably don't want to go into the desert. Be careful of scorpions, and the snakes, and the giant ant lions, and
What?
ant lions.
Ant lions?
There's ant lions?
Yes.
Oh, we gotta get the hell out of here. I've played this one. This is bad.
They had beans.
So,
And spotted lions, and
There's a lot of stuff out there.
camels.
camels. All right. Thank you, Bali. Yeah.
Look, if Bali can survive this on the streets, running around, we're armed to the teeth, you know, sharp as knives. We ride out there, you know, we know enough to avoid local wildlife,
I guess.
and we use the kid as bait to trap the sand monster.
No, we're not using a child as bait.
When I said the kid, I meant Ron.
Oh, all right.
Ron gives him a look like, what?
You'll be fine, son.
No, we're not using Ronald as bait either.
All right, then I'll do it. I'll stand out there. You tie a rope to me. I'll stand out there in the sand and go, ooh. I hope a sand monster doesn't get me.
We're going fishing for sand monsters.
Perhaps we should walk around town, see what we see what the life is like here. See if anything pings our senses.
Yeah, so I do need some local garb. I don't
You are
want
quite naked.
too much sun on my donga.
Two Becky breaks in one night.
Oh, boy.
Good night. He goes, well, I can show you all where the best places are to buy things.
Wonderful.
Thanks.
And he'll kind of he seems revitalized after 2 glasses of camel's milk and a kebab. And is eager to kind of lead you guys around town. He goes, oh, and then there's the ghost stories.
Ooh.
Do tell.
Yes, Isu knows the best story, but she says it's just rumor, but I like to think it's real. It's about this mummied pharaoh whose name is Angitpat, and he was trying to live forever, and he was very afraid of dying, and he didn't want to go to the underworld, and so he found a way, was looking for a way to cheat death, which is, you're not supposed to do that. And so he did a lot of experiments on all of his servants and people in the towns, and then he got really angry and he blamed Osiris, and he had the temple burned, and then he was cursed that anybody he touched would be dead instantly. And he found out because the first person he touched was his wife. But then, after she was mummified and in her tomb, she came back to him the next night because she loved him, and she didn't realize how bad he was. And then he told her to go away forever because she was dead. And then everyone got really mad at him for killing everybody, and then they killed him, and they mummied him, but then he came back too, and he just roams around the desert, looking for bad people to eat.
People just don't stay dead in this desert, do they?
Or in swamps, apparently.
And that's the ghost story, I know.
But he eats bad people.
Yes, that's why you're supposed to go to bed before midnight.
Or you're bad?
Well, that's what my parents told me.
Well, that's true. For you and Ronnie, that's true. Anybody who stays up, that's bad, staying up after midnight.
You're supposed to go to bed at your bedtime.
Yeah.
Go to this.
Poor kid.
And so as he kind of, he was telling you that the ghost story as he led you guys into the market. And you see that Elam, even in like the half hour it took you guys to just chat and hang out in the temple, it's come to life a lot more at night. You see a lot of tents, brightly colored tents, with the smell of food is amazing, and you see a few merchants with wares to buy. You see the Vistani are trading. They are here and trading goods very enthusiastically, as they have some things that appear to be harder to get, such as certain wooden goods and textiles and such. But that, as you guys are about to meander the streets at night, in the night market, is where we're going to end today's session of Mists of Ravenloft. Woo! Alright, so we're gonna go around. We're gonna say where we can find you guys, who you are, and what your favorite part was. I know you weren't here for most of it, Ronnie, so but you go first, so there you go.
That's Shiny Pilot playing Ron tonight, and yeah, work called, so a little busy. Just had a good time like always. Favorite part though, that offhand comment that you just pulled, Agnes. It killed us all. It killed us all. For the short, brief moment I was here, that part. Apparently there was another break point, and I'm curious to know what happened. So I'm gonna have to watch the VOD and catch up on that. So yeah, that's about it.
All right. Oh, Mr. Magnus Deepshaft.
Yes, I'm D20 coup de grace. Let's see. My favorite part was probably when Ron fell off the bed, and
Okay, wait.
perfect noise.
Oh yeah, it was so gross.
Voice. What now? What?
Yeah, Elam pulled the sheet because we needed you off the top bunk to try to extricate you from the Slithering Tracker, and you landed with like a.
Ugh.
Because you were completely engulfed. So it wasn't a ka-dunk like he was expecting. It's more of a.
Stop doing that sound.
It's
Stop.
like
Perfect.
Stop.
Perfect.
it's oh, it's
That
like
second one. That's what it was.
Ooh.
And yeah, gonna be playing a new game on Mondays here soon. I'm sure they'll tell you some more about it.
Next week.
Next week. All right, and Nugatosaurus.
Hi, I'm Nugatosaurus. I play Ambara, the Divine Soul Sorceress. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. I am here on Mondays and Tuesday nights now. And then I'm on my own channel Wednesday through Sunday, and I am currently playing Magic the Gathering Arena and, getting ready for War of the Spark, which I'm super excited for. And I'm a super Magic nerd, so, Yeah.
Excellent.
My favorite part, I think, was Merrick grumbling about not being able to buy drugs or or visit the ladies of the night, and just being generally pissed off at Ambara because she freaked out.
Because she
I missed
freaked
the-
out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, and Mr. Elam D. Wood Jr.
Yes. You know that part, you're hanging out with your friends all night and you hit that point right around 2, 3 in the morning where everything is funny and everybody's got the sillies and you got to take the pizza off the ceiling and everybody's straight. We're basically there for 2 sustained hours every Tuesday, and I just love that. We're a bunch of just scamps. And my favorite part, I have like 5, but coming out of the coming after they didn't die, and then going into the party and eating hors d'oeuvres and drinking whiskey. Just sort of, we got to live really quick before we get eaten by monsters. So I love that. And check out WebDM tomorrow, which I'm the producer of. We're talking about cat people. So all you cat lovers, come on out for, look, there's a cat right there. Come on out for the Cat People show. And I'm really excited about this Monday thing. I may change characters 3 times before next Monday. So you won't want to miss next Monday when I'm playing a woman. just full drag. I'm going full drag.
Same, but I'm going to be a man.
There you go.
There we go. I'm with a beard and everything. It comes in
I'm not
tomorrow.
really
I'm real
gonna do that.
excited.
But we're going to see what happens. So thank you for having me.
Excellent, excellent. And last but certainly not least, Mr. Merrick Tinpenny.
Hi, I'm Deception Check. I play Merrick Tenpenny. I'm here on Mondays and Tuesdays now, as I am the DM of Mondays in Exandria, an adventure in Amon, where we'll be exploring the city of Amon, maybe some of the countryside, but right now we're going to be in Amon, and we're going to see what these misfits do while they're there. Had our session 0 last night, and it was grand and fun, and so we'll see what we do next going forward. It'll be great. So my favorite part tonight was just watching Becky break twice. That
was great.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen enough, and to have it happen twice in the same stream, this is
Good
a banner
times.
evening, and we need to like bronze this episode and put it somewhere because it's spectacular. But the donger thing just got me. I was not expecting that.
Donger, everybody.
The donger.
Excellent.
So yeah, that was great, and we'll just, and please don't change your character too much between now and then, Elam. Don't tell me that like right now. I'm still trying to plan this stuff. Okay.
Oh, all right.
Fine.
All right, and of course, I'm Lindy. This is my channel, Laugh Love Lindy. You can find me here. So it's previous episodes up on YouTube and, of course, on Twitter for all announcements. Yes, we are starting Mondays in Exandria next Monday, where we'll all be playing fun new characters. We've been playing on Monday nights for forever, actually, just about as long as we've been playing on Tuesday nights. We just never streamed it, so now that we're starting a new campaign, we're like, hey, why not? So I'm super excited about that. My favorite part, I had several as well. I liked it when Ron was unconscious on the floor, then Ambara dropped next to him, and Elam was just like, nope. That was pretty great. I thought that was fun. And also, just like, this is a terrible idea. Let's take you back to meet everybody else. Come on, terrible idea. That was pretty amusing too. And just everything Magnus did. Just everything everybody did. I loved it. Today was great. I can't wait for next week. The desert's super fun. I've been excited about this adventure for many moons now. So, I have lots planned. It'll be great to see it all just shatter apart with this group. It'll be fun anyway. So, we'll see you guys next week for more Ravenloft. Bye!